Hello dear learners, my name is Ankur. Today we are going to do a new topic in English. I have already made a video on the topic now, and today we are going to do our next topic, that is pronoun. So without wasting time, let us start the topic pronoun. So first of all, I want to tell you about the definition of pronoun. What do you understand by the definition of pronoun? So now I'm going to give you the definition of pronoun. What is pronoun? So learners, pronoun pronouns are the words which are used in place of noun. These words are known as pronouns. Again, I am going to repeat the definition. The words which are used in the place of noun are known as pronoun. So this was all about the definition of pronoun. So now we are going to start the types of pronoun. So first of all, I'm going to tell you about the definition. I have already told you about the definition of pronoun. Now I'm going to tell you about the types of pronoun. The first type of pronoun is personal pronoun. So now, right now, I'm sharing my screen. So I request you to watch the video very carefully so you can comprehend very easily. So right now, I'm sharing the screen. So you can see that here you can see the pronoun, and now I'm going to tell you about the definition of. I have told you about the definition of pronoun. Now I'm going to tell you about the types of pronoun. So learners, the first type of pronoun is personal pronoun. Now I'm going to write it with my pen. The first type of pronoun, types of pronoun. The first type of pronoun is personal pronoun. The second type of pronoun is possessive pronoun. The third type of pronoun is distributive distributive pronoun. The fourth type of pronoun is demonstrative demonstrative pronoun. The next type of pronoun is reciprocal pronoun. The next type of pronoun is reflexive pronoun. The next type of pronoun is seventh type, relative, and the eighth type of pronoun is indefinite pronoun. And the last type of pronoun is interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun. So these are all are the types of pronoun. So learner, again I am going to spell it. The how many types of pronoun are there? So learners, there are 9 types of pronoun. And now I will tell you one by one the what is the difference in between all the types of pronoun. So learners, you can see here that there are 9 types of pronoun, and now I'm going to segregate them. How they segregate from each other? The 9 types of pronoun. So learners, as I already told you that there are 9 types of pronoun, and the difference between the pronouns I'm going to tell you one by one in chronological order. So let us start with personal pronoun. So personal pronoun has two components. The first component is known as subjective case, and the second component is known as objective case. Subjective case is also known as nominative case. Objective case is just other to subjective case. And in the subjective case, the constituents are I, we, he, she, it, they, you. It consists of all the three. It consists of all the three types of person, that is first person, second person, and third person. After that is an objective case. It is used as an object, and it consists of me, us, him, her, it, them. So this is the two components of personal pronoun. And after that comes next parts of pronoun. That is, now we are going to study about the functions of personal pronoun. What are the functions of personal pronoun? As we all know that a sentence consists of three types of components, that is subject, verb, and object. For example, let us take an example illustration. For example, I'm sharing my screen right now. Please watch it very carefully. So here you can see that these are all the types of pronoun. After that, now I'm going to tell you about the personal pronoun, our first type of pronoun, that is personal pronoun, and how it what are its functions in a sentence. As we all know that a sentence, for example, any sentence consists of for illustration, I am taking a sentence that is she helped me. In this sentence, she is subjective yes. She is subjective yes. Helped is verb. Me is an objective yes. After verb. When two subjects are given and there, for example, in a sentence when two subjects are given. Now I am going to tell you about the implication of this personal pronoun. For example, two subjects are given and there is a comparison between as and them. As and them. So here you can see that when there is comparison, and first case will be that the first case will be when the both pronoun will be when both pronoun will be subjective. In this case, what we have to take, for example, in this case, we you have to take as like subjective case will be I, and objective case will be given in the examination. For example, the examination will be either will be of SSC, CGL examination, or any type of examination. For example, pronoun will be of subjective. So sentence is just like that. He is as good as me. He is as good as me. Here you have to replace it is an objective case, and we have to it is an error in the sentence and we have to make it I. I is an subjective case. So this is the first example of it. And similarly, we can take many sentences like he runs faster than me, and many examples like this we can take. And for example, again I'm going to tell you about like a sentence is given to us that is he runs faster than me. Here me is an objective case. Like as I told you in the first sentence that in first sentence the error was me and we have changed it into the subjective case that is I. Similarly here also we will change it into I. He runs faster than me. In the sentence there is an error that is error consists of me and we will change into I. After that, next sentence is taken as for consideration as my twin is 5 months younger than myself. Similarly, in this sentence, myself will be converted into I because myself is an objective case and objective case will be changed into subjective case. That is I. So this was all about it. Now the third condition of subjective is it any form of subjective case of pronoun plus relative plus verb. It is a general structure of it. I don't think that I need to talk about it because we are doing a quick revision. And in quick revision we have to do as much as we can do most of the topics. So next case is objective case. So learners, and I'm going to tell you about objective case. I'm again I'm sharing my screen. So I'm sharing my screen. So here we can see that objective, objective case, objective case. Dear learners, first you have to remember in your mind that objective case. What we have to do in objective case, we have to learn the two rules. That after verb, the two rules again. First of all, I'm going to tell you about the rules. After verb, the second is beblek. Beblek. Here, beblek consists of between, but, let, except, and to means here any preposition we can use any preposition we can use. So this is Babelak, or it is also known as Babelak Web tool, and there is comparison between you and I. So I'm going to tell you about the implications of Web tool. First of all, you have to uh, be reminded about two things. The first thing that you have to be reminded in yourself, that is the first thing that you should be remember is that in WebLab tool we have to take consideration about two things. That first one is that rules regarding the position of pronoun. That is whenever there is a sentence is given in that sentence you have to identify that there is a regret or confession. Regret means that you can easily understand that regret. I will give you example. In that example, you will be able to know about regret and confession. So a sentence is given to you, and if the sentence in that sentence you can identify that there is no regret or any confusion, then you have to keep in mind the position of pronoun will be second person, third person, and first person. That second person consists of you, the third person consists of he and she, and first person consists of I. For example, John, I, and Harry have done this work. So the correct sequence will be of the sentence will be you, he, and I done this work. So you have to remind in your mind that position of pronoun. After that, me and my wife were at home last night. This sentence is incorrect. You have to correct this sentence and you have to spell it like that. Have my wife and I were at home last night. Similarly, again I am going to tell you about an error in the sentence. Like me and my wife were declared the best couple at the party. This sentence is incorrect and you have to correct it by saying it like this. My wife and I were declared the best couple at the party. And the next sentence again, my speed, you can see that my speed is very fast, but you will be, also know that there is a less time and it is a bit reason. Again, I am going to remind you. Rustam and myself saw the picture yesterday. So the correct sequence would be Rustam and I saw the picture yesterday. So this was the rule. Now, if there is any confession or regret in the sentence, then you have to be reminded about that also. So again, I'm sharing my screen and I will tell you about the possessive pronoun. Before that, I am going to give you example of any confession or any regret uh, sentences. So please watch this very carefully. See, like in the sentence, is given for any regret or any confession. This is second rule. Remember second. Any confession or any regret in this sentence, what you have to keep in mind is that you, he, and I broke the table step, and the sentence will be given in a wrong way, and you have to make it correct. For example, this is an incorrect sentence. It is an error in sentence. You, he, and I broke the tables leg. The correct sequence will be I, you, and you broke the leg of table. Here you can see that it is in capital. So here you can see that the correct sequence will be like this: I, U, and E broke the leg of tables.